Well, it is another wonderful day right here. It was a beautiful weekend, I must say. But then, I think some of the fans were really serious and some were not very serious. Arsenal already have rekindled their bid for a first Premier League title in 20 years by beating leaders Liverpool 3-1 at the Emirates on Sunday. Well, the Liverpool's hope of sending off manager Jurgen Klopp as the champion of England were dented as Arsenal close within 2 points at the top of the table. Let's move away from there and also talk about Arteta too. Mikel Arteta, as a matter of fact, admitted before the game that his side could not afford a repeat of their 2-0 FA Cup defeat to Liverpool last month if they were to keep their title hopes alive. Liverpool miss of the presence of Mohamed Salah. You know, Mohamed Salah actually sustained injury from the African Cup of Nations and he wasn't in that match yesterday. Could it be that they actually felt that hit because Mo Salah was not there? This is to tell you of how important Mo Salah is in their push for an equalizer, and was left with a mountain to climb when Ibrahim Konate was sent off for a second yellow card after fouling Harvard's defending champions. Manchester City remain just 5 points off the top. But now they have 2 games in hand, starting with a visit to Brentford, and that's going to be today. Well, as a matter of fact, to overhaul Liverpool, the Madrid trilogy closed with a twist in the final scene. 3 debuts in 3 weeks on 3 different stages and in 3 competitions. Left real, lifting the Super Cup, Atletico prevailing in the Copa del Rey, and Real's superiority is asserted in the league. As a matter of fact, the Empire seemingly back in power. But then, in the 93rd minute, Marcus Llorente, the son, grandson, nephew, and great nephew of men who actually made history in white, headed in the goal that gave their great rivals a dramatic late equalizer, raising his arms to the sky as he ran to the corner, striped shirts chasing him all over. You know, when you win a goal, when you get a goal, that's how it actually happened. Let's come back to more results from the actions over the weekend. Let's talk about the women's side, talking about the Nigeria under 17. The Flamingos. The Flamingos actually began their quest for a place at the 2024 FIFA Under-17 World Cup qualifier and let me call it an emphatic note with a comprehensive 6-0 win over Central African Republic in Douala, and that happened yesterday. Congratulations to our girls. They were very, very fantastic. They were beautiful. Let's get to the National Stadium, Moshood Abiola National Stadium, where a lot of actions have been going on. Access FC, Access FA, versus JCOFC in Abuja here. After their 0-0 draw in a fascinating display of JCO Football Club at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja, in an encounter with Access FA, Coach Kingsley and his boys have since intensified training again for next action. And as a matter of fact, the boys who played excellently in the just concluded competition, winning most of their games, are ready for the next assignment as the best team emerging from different competitions at the Federal Capital Territory. Let's move away from there and also talk about result and some actions that happened lately. Who remember Lobby Stars? Let's talk about Lobby Stars a little bit. Lobby Stars spent a whole day at the top of the NPFL under 17, defeating the best team in the competition and yet miss out on the playoff slot as they were piped by Niger Tornadoes, losing 2-3. The chairman, Barrister Paul Ede, got series of commendations. Whatever he does, especially when it comes to football, if he's at the middle of anything called football, sports generally, It's always a success. And it was a very colorful one, unique, sensational organization coming from him in the 2024 MPFL Youth Under-17 competition at the North Central. He was the coordinator, and he is also the Benue State Football Association chairman. He's been very, very fantastic. Even though his boys later lost, he was still standing on his ground to make sure everything go on smoothly. Let's go on a quick break. After this break, we'll return back again and we'll give you more details from things happening from the other side. That is from the African Cup of Nations. What is Pesero saying? Well, congratulations to the Super Eagles. You guys made us proud. Nigerians are happy. A lot of confidence. Even the president, the Senate president, everyone is happy. Everyone is rejoicing now. But how far do you think the Super Eagles will go from the semi-finals? Let's go. Let's go. On a quick break, I just want to take a sweep. I'll come back and give you more details from the African Cup of Nations. Don't go nowhere. MC Ramsey is returning back.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back from that break. It's been a very wonderful time right here on Sport Rush with MC Ramsey with Jesse number 10. And of course, let's get into what's happening right now from the African Cup of Nations. The semi-finals of the 2023 African Cup of Nations, that's AFCON, is on the horizon after a dramatic set of last 8 fixtures. These fixtures are late goals coming in several games, penalty shootouts and goalkeeping heroics. I think our goalkeeper is also wonderful in this game so far. He's one of the players that a lot of people can never afford to miss in a tournament which has been a number of fancied sides fall by the wayside. I told you earlier that a lot of big games, big names are falling by the wayside, but then we have some small clubs, small countries. I think we call them countries that are not really big. They are making it right now, but then the 4 teams who now remain are all former champions in the African Cup of Nations. Host Ivory Coast, who only just made the knockout phase, produce a thrilling quarterfinal win over Mali to keep their hope of lifting the trophy on home soil alive. Well, let's see if they'll be able to lift it. Would they be able to lift it? Let's see how it's going to go. I'm talking about Ivory Coast. Nigeria defeated them. And if we meet them, we'll defeat them again. But we're not meeting them right now. South Africa's captain, Renan Williams, was Bafana's hero, saving 4 penalties in a tense shootout against one of the competition's surprise package, Cape Verde. Elsewhere, Nigeria continued to grow into the tournament with a solid win over Angola, and Democratic Republic of Congo, of course, came from behind to also book their place in the last 4 with a win over Guinea. South Africa's Bafana will renew their football rivalry with Nigeria's Super Eagles in the semi-final of the African Cup of Nations, and that's going to be on February 7th. Oh my God, that's going to be in Cote d'Ivoire. Let's see how it's going to happen. 6 p.m. is the time, in case you don't know. That's Nigerian time. And Nigeria and South Africa have met 15 times in competition in competitive football since 1992. They've met 15 times. Meaning, it's not a it's not a joke right here. And this is not the first time they're actually meeting. All right, let's move away from there and bring you this, that the Egyptian Football Association have parted ways with Portuguese coach Vitória after their embarrassing last 16 exit at the African Cup of Nations last 16. According to the Egypt Football Association, they announced he's sacking on Sunday with the appointment of former coach Mohamed Yusuf on an interim basis. Osimhen transfer news. Where's Osimhen going to next? Where's Osimhen's next destination? There is a report, we are not very sure yet. Arsenal have been going for him, and some other clubs have also been going for him. But then, as a matter of fact, right now there is a report that Arsenal have already met with Victor Osimhen's agent as they hope to rival Chelsea for the Napoli striker signature. Chelsea, Arsenal. Where should he go to? You just go to, you are going to decide that. Who is going to get his signature? The Napoli guy, the Nigerian, the African footballer of the year. Who is going to get his signature? Let's see who is going to get his signature at the end of the day. Is it Chelsea? Is it Arsenal? Is it Madrid? Is it? Well, whoever gets it at the end of the day, we want to say congratulations to them. But then Osimhen needs to move from Napoli. This is going to be the size of Sports Rush today with MC Ramsey. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you again. And that's going to be on Wednesday. Bye-bye for now. Enjoy yourself.